Let this one go since we cut off earlier and bring it back.
The world famous Mr. Magic Rap Attack presents
As we proceed to give you what you need.
What's going on, everyone? Stritch here. Tuesday, December 26th with T-Mare, ready to do episode 8 of the Hot Snowball. What's going on, bro?
Not too much. How was your Christmas? I mean, do you get anything good? I know some people aren't too fortunate. LeVar Ball, however, you see what he got?
Oh, I did, yeah.
He got a Rolls Royce.
Nothing like it.
It looked really nice. I know you probably didn't get anything,
$400,000.
$400,000 car, but anything good? Any surprising gifts?
Yeah. Let's see. I got some undershirts. I'm repping one right now. Hanes. White t-shirts, like 5 of them. Love that. Can wear them under my work clothes. Let's see. Got a new pair of sneakers. Got this watch.
Ooh.
MEMT from Georgia. My girlfriend. Ooh. Looking good. So looking fresh at work. Thank you, honey.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So, I mean, that's really it. My brother got me a little, what do you got me? Celtics shirt.
Yeah.
And then a memorable gift. My parents got me the Squatty Potty. You heard of that?
I can't say I have. What is that?
Basically improves your shits.
Oh, it's that thing that you kind of put your legs under?
Yeah,
or your feet
up.
under?
Elevate.
Right.
Yep. Inspired by my friend Alex Camosi. He has one. It's good stuff. I highly suggest it. Great product, honestly. It was on Shark Tank. Cuban loved it. So
have you been feeling, have you noticed a difference?
No, not yet. I'm sure it'll come with time. But that was my Christmas. So not bad overall. I mean, it could have been a lot worse.
I feel that, yeah, it could have been a lot worse. The one gift I did get, I want to talk about, highlight real quick, did get a LeBron mug from my brother. So now I'm going to be witnessing greatness every day.
Wow.
And it's a lifetime guarantee, so I'm going to be using it forever.
I did point that out.
You did.
That was a lovely mug that you got, Mayor. Great mug, very jealous. That's a 10 out of a 10. Coffee's going to taste a little bit better in that cup.
It will. It's going to have a slight hint of greatness to it. Maybe a little less, clutch than I'm used to. But unfortunately, I did get that gift, and then I watched LeBron get absolutely robbed of a win. But we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. That is on the agenda today, as well as some recap on the NFL. Probably going to keep it a little short and sweet for people today. We have someone coming on to discuss the Cavs Warriors. I'll call it a travesty because that's really what it was. It's December 26th still. The game was yesterday on Christmas. It's still December. Not worried about anything yet for the Cavs. I mean, I obviously want the Celtics to try and make it to the Eastern Conference Finals and then the Finals because statistically they do match up well with the Warriors. They already beat them this year. But whoever comes out, Celtics or Cavs, I'll be rooting for in the Finals if it's the Warriors. If not, I mean, by all means, anybody can win. Preferably LeBron, though, or whoever's in the East.
Yeah, I mean, I'm rooting for anyone but the Warriors. I've always been the anyone but the Warriors train.
Yep.
Usually, in that, each year it's been LeBron who's been the opposing force.
Right.
But I'm really ready to root for anyone. I'm willing to put aside my Celtics. I don't hate the Celtics. I would call it my annoyance of the Celtics. They annoy me a little bit sometimes as someone who roots for LeBron more. I'll put my differences aside to watch them and hopefully root for them.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, we're going to talk about the NBA games. We're going to talk about the NFL, even though it's kind of a boring week.
Yeah.
But we'll get to it anyway. We'll talk about your locks of the week. Mm-hmm. Not the best week.
Not the best week. Nope. That's all right.
We'll talk about some UConn basketball, unfortunately.
The upcoming weekend.
Yes, and we got some little book club news at the end that we're going to talk about. We talked
about the book club week 1. That's going down. We'll touch upon that real quick.
Yes, definitely coming. So, you know what? Instead of at the end, we'll touch on it now real quick. Book club is coming. We will be bringing the book club. Mm-hmm. It was planned a while ago, but I think with the new year, people are trying to read books, trying to get their read on. I know I probably should be reading more than I am.
Oh, absolutely. I'm pretty much just a online reader.
Yes.
And I'll read like articles, short, sweet, the blogs, whatnot.
Right.
But I'm looking forward to getting into a nice novel.
Yeah, and we're going to put up a poll, I think, of what books are going to be under consideration to bring in to be the first book of the book club. The first, one that we thought of right away was The Art of the Deal. That was like an original one that people wanted to do. Donald Trump. I found some ones about the mafia that I was looking into because I feel like that's something that we could get into.
Historical
Us
as well.
Loving The Sopranos, it's kind of like that. So maybe something like that. We'll see. But we'll put up a poll and we'll see what people are thinking. And I'm thinking a book a month. I don't think that's out of the.
No,
I don't think
that's very doable.
Very doable.
And we're thinking it's going to be nonfiction. Don't want to be reading fantasies about dragons. That's more TV stuff, you know.
If I want to read something, if I want something that's not real, I'll watch a movie or a TV show.
We're trying 100%. To improve our just well-being, education.
Just trying to overall knowledge. You can never learn enough.
Yeah,
you can always keep the education.
Is that why
going.
You're a teacher? That's why.
Absolutely. I picked my subjects. It was the easiest one I thought to get to the teaching ranks because I don't know math, I don't know science, but you can read as many books as whatever. I'll do it.
Absolutely.
So we'll get into that. Hopefully next week we'll have a book picked out and we'll get into that one for you guys. But yeah, NBA games last night. Biggest one. I mean, the first one was Knicks 76ers. Cantor looked good, but is there anything else you want to really talk about that? Was that really a notable game for you?
No. I mean, before the game started, I put out a little what I like to call BSWT, black snap, white text, for those of you who don't know on Snapchat. And pretty much I picked who I wanted to win. I think a lot of people were confused. Like I said, for the millionth time, do not bet, gamble on sports anymore. So this is just my thoughts on what I wanted to happen. If I bet it and put money down, then I would say, yeah, I was wrong. But I didn't. Which differs from the locks of the week because my locks of the week are what I would hypothetically do. These on Snapchat, these were just who I wanted to win. I was 0 for 5 to defend myself. It didn't go as planned. And if you were on the Cavaliers, that was a Christmas travesty.
Yes.
I feel bad for anyone. Just pointless foul at the end. Spread was like 5.5, 5, and then they fouled. Klay Thompson makes 2, and then Dwayne Wade, not even a 3-point Christmas miracle to be answered. Just walks off the court.
Yeah.
It was disappointing.
The whole game was disappointing. When the Warriors are at home, things are going to go their way. But by the amount it went for them when it came to the refs and the calls, or the lack of calls, I should say, it was just awful to watch. I was swearing in front of my whole family, yelling, "Fuck KD, fuck you!" I don't know how you can root for that man, and we're gonna probably get into that with Bob when he's ready to call in.
Yep.
But
Incarcerated Bob.
Incarcerated Bob. I wish. That'd be great. But in terms of that game, I really don't have much to say other than it was a robbery. It was a travesty, as you said. It's already out of my head. It doesn't count.
Right. It's December, we discussed. LeBron wasn't there mentally. He mentioned recently how he cares about other aspects of life. At the end of the day, it's just basketball. And right now, I think he means it's just basketball. I think he definitely cares to an extent.
Oh, he does.
Christmas basketball, who wins this game, could really care less in his book.
He doesn't care.
It's a marathon.
It's a marathon.
I've said that multiple times. I don't think people understand that.
And I saw the Instagram video of him. I follow him on, I think, everything. But he put up a video somewhere of him watching his kids, like over FaceTime, open his gifts. LeBron, he's a very touchy guy. He's one of my favorite players, but he's very touchy. He gets upset very quickly from little, small things. And he saw his kids opening his gifts. He got some guilt. Man, I wish I could be there to watch my kids open their gifts.
No focus.
No focus. And I don't want to put blame on anything, but I'd say, LeBron lost that game more than KD won. I think
Absolutely.
That's fair to say.
The Cavs lost it. The Warriors didn't win it. They played terrible. Their shooting percentage in the second quarter was something atrocious.
Awful.
It was like literally below 20%.
They could not hit a broadside of a barn.
And they were still in the game the whole way. So imagine when they pick it up. You could say the same thing for the Warriors. They don't have Steph Curry out there.
Of course.
Probably the best player.
Cavs also missing a few guys. Notably, Isaiah Thomas as well. So this game in the long run, I don't know how much it means because the full teams that are going to be out there in potentially a June matchup aren't going to be the same as they were in December.
Exactly. And LeBron was 7 turnovers. That's just uncharacteristic. Love did step it up big time. He didn't shoot well. He
never does shoot well against
the percentage was just not there. The points were, but in general, I'm not going to chalk this up as much other than it was Christmas.
It was Christmas. Other games, I was surprised that the Wizards beat the Celtics at home. I thought the Celtics were walking away with it at one point. Wizards stayed in, and they've always impressed me, and I've always said I don't know if when it comes to the playoffs, I think Celtics fans might overlook the Wiz if they do get matched up with them.
No, that's what Charles Barkley thinks as well.
Yes, I saw that as well.
He thinks the Wizards are going to take out the Celtics in the playoffs if they meet or have a better chance of making it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
And you have to remember they were one Kelly Olynyk game away.
They were. This is true.
But you could say that I'm not a if type of person.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely wasn't improbable that they played in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Not at all. And then the next game after that, we had... That was the Celtics game, I guess.
Correct.
I mean, that was just an ugly game all around from the Celtics. I mean, not much to say about that other than I'm chalking it up to Christmas again.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas. How do you expect these guys, the first ever game on Christmas, what do you think they're going to do? They don't want to be there.
They don't want
to. It's kind of stupid in my opinion. Maybe you have two games. The Knicks is like the big one, and maybe get the studs like the Cavs Warriors. Like they played last year around Christmas too, right?
Yeah, they did. They play every Christmas, I think now. It's like 3 years in a row they've played.
So have those two games.
Give
Let
them a
the
game.
other guys take a break.
Let them get a game off. Let's give the Cavs and the Warriors a game off on Christmas.
Come on.
I know it's a money thing, but still. And then what were the other games? It was
Houston at OKC, and now OKC beats Houston, who's debatably one of the best teams, if not the best team right now in the NBA. Again, people immediately hop on the OKC train saying they're back. They're going to catch steam. I saw Skippy Bayless saying that OKC is going to make a move or they'll be fine, whatever.
That's going to be something I have to see more from them before I even buy in. Right. But there's no doubt that the potential is there, obviously.
Right.
So that last night, I was pretty impressed, but I'm not sold yet.
They have the star power, that's for sure. Maybe they can start clicking. It's early.
It's very early. And then the last game, the Timberwolves beat the Lakers.
Yep.
No Lonzo, so I didn't even watch. Didn't care.
Right. Didn't care for that one at all. Way past my bedtime. I did see highlights of Karl Anthony Towns dunking though, saying barbecue chicken.
Okay. I'm
to the TNT crew. They were loving it.
Yeah, they love that type. Yeah, whenever they get noticed, they all get all hyped up over there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, going back to this Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Cavs Warriors game, Kevin Durant, the media this morning was very pro KD, and obviously I have a problem with that. So what we're going to do now, we're going to try and get Bob Moz on the phone here to talk us a little bit about Cavs Warriors.
We really do need his input as someone who knows a lot about the game. So let's see if we can get a hold of him. All right, hey Bob, what's going on, kid?
What's up, fellas? How you guys doing?
We're doing pretty good. We got you on the pod right now. We need some pro LeBron input. We were just saying how it was just a travesty, some of the officiating in that game. What are your thoughts in general? Just give it to us.
All right, first and foremost, don't want to blame the refs at all. Wasn't the best officiated game, but that wasn't why the Cavs lost. I do want to say I think the Warriors didn't win the game. The Cavaliers clearly lost it. I mean,
We didn't have said that.
Gonna have to agree.
Very much agree.
They shot 3 for 24 in the second quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't because the Warriors defense was that good. I mean, these guys are NBA players. They should make shots. So I think that's why, the Cavs kind of just beat themselves, unfortunately. And obviously LeBron didn't play his best game. Probably his worst game of the year, to be honest.
Yeah, we were thinking that he was just caught up on, the kids opening presents without him. He wasn't in the right mind state.
You know what? It could be it. It does seem, though, like sometimes during these big games, unfortunately, LeBron does put up some stinkers. And it's like he might put up like 4 or 5 stinkers out of 80 games a year. And it's just since it's always the biggest stage with him, everybody dissects it. But I will say it is absurd that if people think Kevin Durant is the best player in the world.
Yeah, we didn't even.
We 100% agree.
I don't know who's saying that. We definitely have LeBron number 1 on the Hot Snowball. How do you feel about the KD? He's a big bad guy now. Now that he's got Steph and Clay and Draymond to back him up, where is this coming from? He should have been teed up twice in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Got away with it, getting away with murder. He's shaking his finger like he's Mutombo at LeBron. It's just a disgrace.
Absolutely.
Listen, he's going after Jose Calderon. Are you kidding me?
I know.
You kidding me?
It's an embarrassment.
Come on. I might be able to take Jose Calderon. Like, what's KD doing? Come on.
It's a joke.
But you know what? I think, his Twitter fingers kind of went to his head, and once he kind of got exposed, now he's kind of just going behind Draymond and the boys.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I cannot wait till June. I cannot wait till June, man.
Of course.
I was going to say, what's up with the confetti, Bob? What's up with that? The Warriors dropping confetti. Like, what is that? That's a disgrace. It's just sad.
Yeah. December championships.
Yeah. Let's drop the confetti.
In November?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, it is a big game. I mean, they're trying to get the fans involved with the confetti, I guess. But, I mean, I think it's a bad side to come. And I will say this. I never want to wish injury upon anybody, but if somehow Steph Curry does get injured and he can't play in the playoffs for whatever reason, I don't know if they're making it out because that team does not gel without him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. It's going to be interesting to see how Isaiah Thomas gels with the Cavs, though.
Yeah, I'm very they could struggle at first. Don't get me wrong, because I mean he's a high volume shooter. He's going to want the ball in his hands a lot. So other people are going to have to kind of take a step back. Unfortunately, K-Love, who's having arguably his best year, efficiency-wise, might have to, start taking a lesser role for him. But, they're close, so I don't think that should be a big issue.
I don't think IT is going to be averaging 28.5 a game, third in the league in scoring this year, even if he played the whole season.
I agree, but I will say this. If Matthew Papke is listening to this podcast, I will bet my life savings that Isaiah Thomas averages over 15 points a game. Just want the world to know. And I'm calling him out on the Hot Snowball Podcast.
Okay. All right. So Chew, did Chew say this before? Our friend Matthew Papke, Celtics fan, for those who don't know, has he stated that he doesn't think IT will average over 15 a game with the Cavs when he gets back?
Yep. He said it in the cave. He said it. It was a hot take. I kind of called him out. I asked him to take a bet on it. He kind of took a step back a little bit.
Wait, Bob. Did he say, give me odds, Bob? Did he say, give me odds?
I don't know. I don't think he did. Why? Is that his thing?
Yeah, since that's he probably will average more than 15. So if he gave two good odds, like if he doesn't, you paid him like 100. If he does, he gives you 50. You know what I'm saying?
Right, no, that makes sense. Don't get me wrong, I agree. I think he's not going to go average 28, 29 points a game. It's hard to do that when you play with a guy like LeBron and Kevin Love. But to say he's not going to average 15 points a game, he's going to take 15 shots a game. Yeah. And he gets to the line very well. And he's a 90% free throw shooter.
Yeah, he is.
Remember
he's
that.
Good.
He's going to be taking the technicals. So at the end of games, he'll probably be shooting those free throws.
You're right.
So he'll score 15 points like by accident.
Yeah, true. I mean? It'll just happen.
Yeah, that's a bad day. That's a bad day.
That's not a bad. Yeah, no, I don't disagree with that at all. Now, Bob, before we let you go, because we got a couple more things to discuss. This is going to be a short and sweet pod, we were saying, but thoughts on the last pod and me calling you the KD of Berlin, bro. I feel like you and KD can relate. For those who don't know, me and Bob are playing in a New Britain basketball men's league starting January 21st. Had a nice little team together. Thought Bob was going to be playing with me, doing a little pick and roll action. Then he snakes to the defending champs of that league. Bob, go ahead. You got the floor.
Okay. These are all facts.
Okay.
This is very true. It is kind of hard to defend myself right now, but I will say, you know what? I don't mind taking this lesser role. I'm in two other men's leagues where I'm, the number 1 or 2 guy. So I'm kind of excited to, take a step back, maybe focus on more of my defense and my overall game.
I like that, Bob.
But I will say, hopefully, I'm excited for the matchup between us, because that's always going to be a little chippy game.
It will be chippy.
Exactly.
Expect a couple bows. You come near me.
But I will say the only difference is I was not on your team officially, so it cannot be like a KD officially, but I do see the comparison.
It was like we were basically signed him. We thought we had signed him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's almost like
DeAndre Jordan. The Mavericks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's like LaMarcus Aldridge. Like you left more responsibility being the overwhelming best player on the team, and now you're trying to just be a part of a system guy almost.
Yeah.
That's how I'm seeing it.
I can accept that.
I can accept that as well. I don't want to ever paint you into the same light as KD.
No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that.
Because he's just the worst, man. He's the absolute worst.
He is the absolute worst. There's no doubt about it. Evil human being.
Yes.
And soft nonetheless.
Very
He
soft.
really is. Soft as Charmin.
Yep. All right, brother. Well, we appreciate you taking some time. We're going to get back to this pod. Hopefully, you can be a reoccurring guest in the future.
Fellas, Team Mayor, Stritch, appreciate it. You guys are doing great things on the pod. I appreciate it, and good luck with everything, okay?
All right.
All right, thanks,
Peace
Bob.
out, bro.
All right,
bud.
fellas.
Peace.
Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Love it.
Gotta love that. Gotta
Got
love
it.
having a third voice here, not a third voice here who does see the good side, sees LeBron James for what he
Yeah.
is. So thanks again, Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
That was great.
He pays attention to his Cavaliers, throwing out stats for us, 3 for 24 in the second quarter. I mean, it just goes to show, what we've been saying the whole time.
Exactly. It just goes to show it's only December basketball.
It is
and
what it is.
It's not time to
Overreact or say anything.
just yet.
No.
About
it's
anyone.
not. It's not.
About anyone. And that includes winning and losing.
Yep. So you want to talk a little bit about last week NFL? We could talk briefly
Yeah.
upon that. I mean, it was pretty boring, like we mentioned in the beginning.
It
Not
was
too
really
much
boring.
action.
I played a FanDuel lineup. I thought I can get some excitement that way. Oh, man. It was terrible. If you didn't
Yeah.
have Gurley, it didn't matter.
Right. Wow.
But, what were you
I
going
was
to
just
say?
going to say, speaking of Gurley, we were talking on the prior pod how Brady's looking like the MVP.
Yeah.
Todd Gurley could just swoop in, snake that thing right from him.
Easily. He is playing.
He deserves it,
at such
definitely.
a high level in terms of a running back. We haven't seen someone dominate like this since, I think Le'Veon did do that one year where he just seemed unstoppable, but Gurley just busts open. He doesn't go
Fast.
down.
Good
You
hands
watch
now.
him and he's
involved in the passing
yes.
game. It's crazy.
Even when he's coming, if he's in full sprint, first off, you're not stopping him. But even if he's not in full sprint, he has such burst strength that he'll just kind of come in and someone hits him and he goes forward no matter what. He does not go backwards. You can't help but be impressed, especially since he's working on, that surgically repaired knee. That was the whole issue going into the draft. But he very well might be MVP. Pats took care of business. Anything you want to talk about that controversial call?
Oh, more controversy. I absolutely love it, Mayor. People hitting me up left and right saying how it was such bullshit that wasn't a catch. Well, I did some research on that. I was watching NFL Network. They were saying that if you break it down frame by frame, he doesn't have complete possession of the football until his foot is literally millimeters off the ground, an inch tops, not even.
Right.
So technically, if his foot is even this much right now, you can't see this, but I'm literally a millimeter. If it's that far off the ground, if his foot is that far off the ground, it's not a catch. It doesn't matter how close you are. This reminds me of a time. I'll give you a little flashback, Mayor. I don't know if you remember this. This was Cowboys-Giants, and Dez Bryant caught what could have been the game-winning touchdown, and I believe time was expiring. We'll have to fact-check this, but bottom line, Dez makes a great catch, comes down, they rule a touchdown. They go, obviously, the replay. It shows his, pinky is out by half an inch on the white, and Peter Lattis, good friend of ours, said, shouldn't matter. Replay's stupid. That should be a touchdown. It's so close. Who cares? He made the play. Should be a touchdown.
Okay.
I just disagree. Why even have replay then?
Right. I see a lot of people saying that replay ruins the game. I don't know if that's true. I mean, I like
You want
them
to get it right.
things
You
right.
have to get it right. That is the most important part. I don't care if the game is 5 hours. I will watch every second of it.
Right.
It might be a little bit boring, but I want it to be right.
I agree. And I think, with that Kelvin Benjamin catch, even though it was a spectacular play, it just doesn't count. I mean, it's as
close,
simple
man.
as that.
It's very, very close. And again, they said in New York they broke it down frame by frame as slow as they possibly could. And when they show him having possession and they look in, it looks like his foot is off the ground.
Right.
But I mean,
I would say this.
It is what it is.
To sum it up quickly, you don't hate the player, you hate the game.
You hate the game.
The Cavs. The Patriots aren't the ones who are coming in and, making these decisions. They're not the refs. They can challenge the play. And further so, they can't even challenge these plays. All scoring plays are reviewable. So it's not like it was the Patriots who came out and said, we think it's not a catch, so it doesn't count. It was the NFL. They made a play. Any other game in any other situation, that's just how it is. It's just that
Honestly,
this is now the third or fourth game this year that there's been some type of scoring controversy with the Pats.
Well, the funny thing is about it, too, the Patriots ended up outscoring them 24-3 in the second half.
Right.
So it honestly didn't even matter. So people saying it's fixed for the Patriots, they won by literally $1 million anyway. So it really didn't matter. They had one pick six mare, which you kind of laughed at Brady, and I didn't like that. You said Brady, LMAO, which is, a little inappropriate, I thought. I didn't like that one bit. I was very triggered reading that text, ready to say something. I didn't.
Okay.
I wanted to say, let's wait the game out, but I didn't want to jinx us.
I just thought it was funny. I mean, it was just such an ugly...
It was Kenny Britt's fault.
It was
Kenny Britt's fault. I will defend Brady to the death.
I would just say it's a very uncharacteristic play by Tom. That's all. It was very uncharacteristic.
It was a bad route by Kenny Britt. Didn't flatten it out. Ended up fading away from the ball. You got to go through the ball, buddy. You got to go to the ball. You don't run away and let the other guy run to it, pick six it. So after that, the Patriots literally gave up no points really on defense. So I mean, it was the Bills. So it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, in total, week 16, it wasn't the most exciting events, most exciting series of games.
No.
But I will say, this happened today, a couple hours ago, regarding the NFL, regarding your Patriots. You guys have a new linebacker, James Harrison. And I told my cousin this yesterday. I saw him. He was calling me by my other cousin, my cousin's husband. His name's Tony. He kept calling me Tony. He'd go, hey, Tony, even though I'm his cousin. I don't know what's wrong with him. He goes, hey, Tony, what do you think about the James Harrison? I said, just you watch. He is going to the Patriots. On cue, he's here with the Pats. And not only is this, them bringing in, will he do much? Probably not. I don't think he'll be a huge contributor to the team. But in the, film room and all of that stuff, he's going to be very invaluable, especially to Bill. And I think we can both agree this is why Bill brought him in, is to kind of decipher some of what the Steelers do.
Yeah, and also, I'm going to break the news. James Harrison, he's our savage of the week because the guy in general is just a savage.
Absolutely.
You see the videos online, social media, him just pushing about 1,000 pounds across a room and benching with his sweatshirt on, just sweating like a motherfucker. Doesn't want people to see his big muscles.
Yes.
At age 40.
I love when he does there's the video of him doing the pelvic thrusts. He's kind of making a bridge with his body.
Abs. That's like abs, I think.
Yeah.
Some core action.
I think he's just trying to show that he's got that, he's just super strong. I mean, I get
he's
his
the alpha male.
Right. He's just trying to say, I'm 40 and I'm strong. Hey, I respect it. A lot of people do. If I saw him, in a dark alley,
no,
I would be concerned. I would be concerned. I'm not. Even if I didn't think he was going to jump me, I would say, hey, this guy easily could, and he would destroy me.
He still thinks he can play, which I love. I love that mentality.
I love that too. Yeah.
So I think he can come in for maybe 30% of the defensive plays.
Right.
I'll even bump it down to 20 because usually Bill does these things or they make these moves and they don't really end up amounting to much. But I could see 20% of the defensive plays giving a guy a break here and there, making a play or two.
Situational pass rusher.
Yeah, it's going to be fine. I mean, it can't hurt.
Absolutely. So yeah, he is our savage of the week, not only for, not only the way that he told the Steelers, look, you're going to drop me, you're going to release me, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in and I'm going to, I'm going to join the absolute rival, the most heated, and,
Love it.
heated rivalry going on right now. I'm going to join the other team. So not only does that, share some of the secrets, but he's also just an all-around savage to begin with.
Yeah.
So congrats.
Glad to have him on the team.
Yeah.
Love it.
You got to love that.
Happier. And I saw on Instagram today another old guy, Ocho Cinco, Chad. He was saying he wants to play for the Jags.
Okay.
Interesting.
I don't hate that.
I don't know if he can still play. He says he still can. He just got to start doing the bump and run with, he said, Ramsey and Bouye, the two corners who are studs on the Jags.
True. If you can't get better with those two guys, defending you, it might be time to hang him up. So if he thinks he can do it, all
I'm saying is I saw it on Instagram. Probably won't amount to anything, but I did see it.
I'll say this quick little tidbit, I guess you could say. I used to work with this guy when I worked at Lake Compounds. Good kid named Matt Maisto, works at ESPN now. He actually, when Terrell Owens and Chad Ochocinco came in for a SportsCenter ESPN appearance, they sent out on Twitter, they said, anyone in the Bristol area, come through, let's play some FIFA. And they accepted him as the one for the invitation.
Wow.
So he played FIFA with T.O. and Chad Ochocinco, I believe.
That's legit.
So that had to have been something.
That's a bucket list thing right there.
That's a bucket list thing.
Love that.
So shout out to Matt. Just thought that was cool.
And Chad's been in Berlin before, Berlin CT, where we live, at the cigar shop.
Yes.
I'm surprised our guy, I'll mention him again, Travis Wood. You'll hear that name a lot.
Absolutely.
Didn't go there with him. I'm pretty sure Wood's been there a couple times in the cigar shop.
Yes. I heard today Tabucky Jones was in there.
Yeah.
Tabucky Jones was there.
I think Wood is boys with Tabucky.
I think so too.
And they smoke cigars together. I don't know. Just a rumor.
Respect.
Allegations.
Respect.
It is what it is. So,
moving on though, your locks of the week.
Oh yeah,
This
I was
last
about
week.
to say that.
Yeah.
It wasn't there. That was just spiteful of me. The Vikings are still trash. I just didn't realize how bad Brett Hundley was going to play at home. I get it. It's meaningless. You don't have to do anything out there, but you can still play for some pride, buddy. Still some pride, something.
Absolutely.
I mean, is the Vikings defense that good? I don't think so.
Yes.
They don't scare me one bit. Any decent mobile quarterback with any IQ, athletic ability would be able to beat them, I believe.
Okay. Interesting.
So, I see the Vikes being quick one and done in the playoffs. Quick one and done.
Yeah, I would be concerned if I were the Vikes and I got like a hot team coming in. Like I don't know who would have be that team, but if you're facing the Seahawks and that's your I would be concerned.
Right.
I'd be concerned.
Oh, absolutely, very concerned. That's the experience versus no experience, basically.
Yeah. Case Keenum versus Russell Wilson.
Right. I think I know who I'm taking in that one.
Absolutely.
And also, my lean was off. I must admit, I said over in the game Eagles Raiders. But I did not put much thought into that because it was Christmas. No one wants to be playing football on Christmas.
True. Agreed.
So that is what it is.
Right. But
it wasn't official.
The good thing is we have new games every week mostly.
That's true.
Well, this is the last week, but
I already mentioned to you
who
what
are
I liked.
you? Yes, you did. So who are you looking at this week?
So the two teams that I'm really liking this week, Cleveland Browns. Plus 13.
Okay. Wow.
They're not going 0-16. Give me those points, baby. I like the Brownies this week, plus 13.
Okay.
Watch where that one lands. 13.5, I would definitely rip. 13, lean cautious maybe, instead of $100, bet 75.
Okay.
So the full, I go
It's not a
full,
whole unit.
Right. Not a whole
Three-quarters
unit.
of a unit.
Right,
Okay.
right. And then the other game that I'm liking a whole lot is going to be Kansas City, minus 3.5 at Denver. I think they win by 4.
Okay.
It's going to be a close one, but something about that is jumping at me. Don't like the Broncos one bit. There's some over-unders that I like with leans, but I'll just leave it at that. I would say the KC is more of a lean, and I really do think the Browns lose by like 10 or 11.
Okay. Interesting. So mark those down. Kansas City, minus 3.5. And then Cleveland plus 13.5, but watch
it.
that.
Keep an eye on
Watch
that
it.
line.
Keep an
baby.
eye on it.
Keep an eye on that.
One thing real quick before we're probably going to wrap up.
It's a long day at work. It's not easy.
Yeah. See, I can't relate. I do have the day off because of the teaching thing. But it is what it is. I said last week that John Skipper, former ESPN head, I don't know what he was. I think he was the CEO. He resigned. I said on the pod that he was running for president. It is not him. He was not the person in the higher ups of ESPN that's going to be trying to run. That's supposedly going to be Bob Iger is the one that's been eyeing a run. So my source cleared that up for me inside ESPN. Thank you to my ESPN source for clearing that up. So keep an eye out for that. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I've never even heard of the guy, and I feel like if you're going to run for president, you need to have some type of name recognizability. But that's the rumor. So I just wanted to clear that up. And I also just wanted to quickly address the UConn Huskies.
Yes, sir.
Have become. I don't know what team I'm watching. This is not the UConn Huskies.
Disgrace.
I know. It's a disgrace. I'm officially. I've said this. I already said this earlier in the year where I said I'm done.
We're done now. We were on the wagon for about a second.
Yeah, KO needs to go.
Yep.
Soon. I'm looking forward to the future. We're gonna get someone like Steve Peichel, work our way up. The good thing about a team like us is that we do have talent coming in. We do have talent on the team. So if it is coaching, it could be a quick fix. I'm keeping my options open. Anything you want to say about those two games? I watched them. We looked okay against Arizona, and then we laid probably one of the most absolute biggest donuts, just duck games I've ever seen against Auburn. It was brutal.
Yeah, Auburn. I mean, they're underrated. They're 11-1 now. I believe.
They are. Bruce Pearl's turning it around.
Yeah,
he wants to try and save his job before he gets
They were literally killing us,
fired.
and he's still throwing his hands up, trying to get the crowd into it. Like, they have some shooters, big guys. They were just energetic. Like, you can tell they like playing with each other, good chemistry.
Absolutely.
Not much to say. They didn't miss. And I feel like every UConn game I watch, teams just don't miss.
No.
I mean, we're not playing the worst defense. We're not playing the best defense. But you think maybe like the Zona game, a couple of these shots could just go off the iron for us one time.
Yeah.
We kept it close for like a stretch in the second half of like 5 points, 2 points, like really close. And then they just kept making 3 after 3.
They made, I think it was 7 of 11 threes in the second half, I believe. And I remember watching that, just watching each of them go in. And I was saying, what are we supposed to do? I think it was Alonzo Trier, who put in... He made a shot from like halfway between the half court line and 3-point line.
Ridiculously deep.
It was a bomb. It was a Jimmer shot.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, what are they supposed to do about that? You know, I understand that they could have easily won that game if they played better in a wide range. They didn't play well, and they still kind of hung around. But you know, it's time.
Maybe they can win the AAC. Doubtful, but
you know what? I won't give up hope on the team yet because I don't like doing that.
Right, we'll still be watching.
And we're going to be in attendance on Saturday.
Let's go, baby!
Big day, Wichita State. How excited are you?
I'm fired up. I am fired up for this game. You know, I don't expect a win, but as long as I can get a good game, give us a chance down the stretch at the end, please.
Please.
Just give us a chance.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind losing by 1. If we could just get a fun game, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Don't get run out of the gym on Big Red Day.
Right, I just want to put my feet up, have a beer at the XL with my guys. You know, nothing better, really. We're going to have a long day. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a long, fun day.
Friday's probably going to be a chill, big old DRC. That means dark room chilling, for those who don't know. DRC, dark room chilling. Biggest DRC Friday night. And then, you know, wake up early, ready to go. Nice big breakfast off the XL with like 12, 15 of us.
Yes.
It's going to be great.
Whole crew.
Post-game action in downtown Hartford. Going to get weird. Can't wait. Can't wait.
It's going to be a fun day.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun day. And then the day after that, I believe.
Oh, baby. New Year's Eve.
Even bigger day.
Even bigger day. Been waiting on this for 3 months, 2 months where we paid up front. We're going to be at the AquaTurf. Southington, Connecticut. Big banquet hall.
Yes.
Free booze all night. 6
How many
to
of us
midnight.
are going to be there again?
A lot.
I think we're in like
A
the
lot.
20s at this point. Of the
about
whole
20
entire
of us.
party.
Then we got some other groups of friends, like my brother's friends.
Oh, they're going to be there also?
Like Bobby and his crew going to be there.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep. So it's probably going to be a lot of people we know. Going to be a hell of a night. Can't wait. Going to break in the new year. New year, new me. Can't wait to see all those posts on social media. Everyone's changing. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Mine's going to be New Year, same me.
I like it. I like it.
That?
I went to the gym earlier today. It looked like it was New Year's Day. I mean,
boy.
Every single elliptical was filled, so we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to avoid WoW.
You go to WoW Fitness, and I'm joining. I already joined WoW, and I go there, so
we're gonna have to avoid that.
That's less than ideal.
Yeah. But anything else you want to add today? I think we're pretty much.
I do actually. I want to shout out Bob. Thank you for coming on. Great explanations, great input.
Thank you,
Love
Bob.
it.
Thank you, Bob.
Again, Bob could be a recurring guest. Maybe we'll get his brother on, another diehard Cav.
You know what I think we
fan.
need? Yeah,
he'll help build the brand.
We do need Nicky Maz on, but I was going to say one thing we should do. I think this has to happen. Bob on one side of the table, Chew on the other side of the table.
Oh,
I'd like to have a little talk back, and once we get the 2 mics going, have a little back and forth with those two about.
And we'll moderate.
We'll moderate.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I think we have to do that. But yeah, thank you, Bob. Mm-hmm. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Tyler_Mayer at KStritch3.
Yep.
And follow the pod at Hot Snowball Pod.
Yep.
Make sure to subscribe on iTunes.
Yep. I'll post it on Twitter too in my pinned tweet section. That's where a lot of people tend to find it. And Snapchat at KStritch.
Absolutely. And we're also going to make sure we'll do a poll for the book. We're going to find out what book we're going to read. I'm excited.
Yeah. Oh, I am beyond excited. I cannot wait to get my read on. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time.
Absolutely.
So I think that's all we got for today. Oh, actually, one more thing.
One more.
Shout out to my fucking son, Nick Toto. This kid got engaged Christmas Day yesterday. Got down on the knee. She said yes.
Oh, congrats. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats to Toto. Big power move. So shout out to my son. Congrats. Wish you and Jamie the best. That's great stuff. Other than that, though, I think that's all I got.
I think that's it.
That's it. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Have a great night. We'll be back soon. The grind, gotta put in that work every day and just strong mind, still
to read the greatest book ever published. The life and times of Trike Diesel, I give my heart to the public. Peep how a young boy was discovered.